Yo, in this club, I am doing another Dragon Ball Legends concept video, and it's going to be Legends Limited Jiren. Now, I'm really excited to do this because Jiren, he's so broken, right? And of course, we're going to make him broken in this concept. And before I start, I just want to say a few things. So basically, I'm making this Jiren based on the early Jiren in the early Tournament of Power episodes, not really much later. So I'm using a lot of concept from the earlier fights he did with Goku and Hit. And I'll only be doing a few fights from a bit later in the Tournament of Power, but I just want you to keep in mind that I made his moves like this because he's based off the early Tournament of Power episode. So don't get angry if you're not happy and you go, oh, he should have this and this. This is just the normal Jiren. If we ever do a transforming Jiren where his top rips off, then I'll make him more modern Jiren, but for now, it's just Jiren at the start of the Tournament of Power. So I hope you understand. And also, I do apologize if I don't really do much stats, you know, saying 20% this, 30% this, and just have a whole thing. These videos are more about how the strike attack will look, or key blast, and the special move, ultimate skill, special skill, instead of being too technical with, you know, saying, oh, this will do 20%, 30%. I do apologize if I don't explain that, but it's just more about showing what it looks like. If you want it to be more technical, let me know and I'll do that. But for now, I'm just going to keep it the way I usually do. Alright, so let's get started with Jiren. So yes, Jiren will be Legends Limited. He'll be yellow. Episode Universe Survival Saga S. Tags, Pride Trooper, Universe 11, and Powerful Opponent. So 2 stars will tag into Pride Troopers, 3 stars will tag into Universe 11, and 6 stars will tag into Powerful Opponent. I made him have the Universe 11 tag as well because if you tag into Pride Troopers, they're also Universe 11, so it's a double buff. And also, if we ever get Margarita and Belmed, who are not Pride Troopers, they're only Universe 11, Jiren will be able to tag into them. So yes, that's why I gave him Pride Troopers and Universe 11. And of course I have to give him Powerful Opponent because he was a very, very powerful opponent. So Jiren will be a melee type. Cards held will be Strike and Strike. And he's going to have Blast Armor. Jiren will have a cover change just like this. Now with the cover change, it will just make your opponent's defense lowered by 20% for 10 time accounts. And yes, this cover change will cover change anything except the Rising Rush, just like Purple Bojack's cover change. So yes, Jiren will come in, do his cover change, hit you away, make your opponent's defense lowered, and he can do it to any attack that your opponent does. It's so annoying. Now before I go into the cards, I'm just going to mention something about Jiren. So when he's in the battlefield or gets switched into, your opponent will not be able to use their main ability or switch into another character for 10 time accounts. Jiren has that pressure on them, they can't do shit. Now let's get on to the cards. So this is how Jiren Strike will look, the way I'm showing you right now. When Jiren strikes, his defense and strike will become much stronger, and he'll draw strike cards as he strikes more. Now when Jiren strikes, his strike and defense will become much stronger as he strikes, and he will draw more strike cards while he strikes. And it should be around for 10 time accounts the buff, and also drawing a lot of strike cards. The opponent's defense will get lowered every time he strikes you. I'm only making him like Vegeta Blue. I know I do a lot of concepts about strike, but the thing is, when you watch Jiren, he's always striking. He strikes so much, and that's why I made him a strike king, how he's just striking all the time, because if you watch him in the anime, he's just striking a lot. So that's why I made him kind of like Vegeta Blue. I know I shouldn't be doing that a lot, but it's just the way he should be because he's always striking. You go watch the episodes, my man strikes a lot. Now this is going to be his Ki Blast. I know it's not his Ki Blast because Jiren didn't really use Ki Blast much, but he can just have his hand out like this and just shoots the normal Ki Blast like everyone else, but it'll be red and orange just the way this looks instead of the usual yellow Ki Blast, just so it looks more unique. And also, if Jiren has a Ki Blast at the start of the turn, it will turn into a strike card just like Kefla does. Special skill. Now, look, don't hate me for this. The thing is, Jiren did so much techniques and it's just like, I don't know which one to pick. So I did something different with his special skill. I'm sorry if it sucks, but let me know if you like it or it should just be one. But this is what it should be in my opinion. So when he uses a special skill, it will be meditation, restoring his ki to 100. So it'll just restore your ki all the way. Defense and damage will be up. His ki will recover quickly more than usual, and cards cost will be lowered by 7 for 20 time accounts. Now, if your opponent attacks you and you use the special skill, Jiren will do this. So his special skill will change if your opponent attacks you. So if your opponent doesn't attack you, he'll meditate. But if your opponent attacks you and you use the special skill, he will use this counter, hitting your opponent away. It will lower the opponent's defense by 20 time accounts, make them fly away and you can combo right after it. Special move, it can be like this, the one he does to Vegeta. He flies into the opponent, and if he touches the opponent, he will just do this special move. It has 30% chance of making your opponent faint, and it'll lower their defense by 5 timer counts. If Jiren flies into another character who's also flying into you for their special move, you know how when you use a special move and it's not a beam attack or a blast attack, they fly into you? Usually 2 characters, when they fly into each other, when they both use a special move, they will clash. However, in this case, if Jiren flies into a character who's also flying into you to do their special move, they won't clash. Jiren will win automatically, and that's going to be the same for his ultimate skill as well, because in his ultimate skill he's going to be flying up to you as well. So when Jiren uses the main ability, he'll be able to draw his ultimate skill, which will be the legendary finish, and his ultimate move damage will become stronger for 15 timer counts. However, when you use the main ability, Jiren will be able to draw strike cards quickly again like before for 10 timer counts, and his strike gets stronger as he strikes. I only made it for 10 timer counts because you can use his strike for 10 seconds and then use his ultimate skill for those last 5 seconds you have while your ultimate move damage is still strong. So this is going to be the legendary finish here, the one he did to hit. I know you're kind of like, boo, this should be another attack, but this looks cool. This should be the legendary finish. It'll look badass. And once he uses, his arms will be crossed and it'll just look awesome with this big explosion in the background while it happens. I think this should be the legendary finish because it really was a cool legendary finish in the anime. And like I said, it is early Jiren. If it doesn't kill the ultimate skill, it'll just look like the way he did this to Goku, making him fly away and exploding, but it's not a huge explosion and Jiren doesn't turn around with his arms crossed. So yeah, that's how I feel the ultimate skill should be if it doesn't do a legendary finish to your opponent. Now, if Jiren wins without a legendary finish, he's just going to be doing a victory pose of him meditating. How badass would that be if he just meditates after he wins? Now, the way Jiren will stand while he fights will be like this, because, you know, Jiren always stands like this in Dragon Ball Super. So I feel like Jiren's stance should be like this, not caring about anything that's happening. He's just like, yeah, I'll win. I don't have to do a stance. He's just standing normally. Alright, that was my Jiren concept. Let me know if you enjoyed it and which other character you'd like to see. I might be doing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta the next one. Let me know if you want Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I will see you all later. Bye.